What up, YouTube? Just Stan TV. Right now, I'm currently driving to Walmart, finna get some almond milk for my protein for my workout tomorrow morning before I go into work, because your boy gotta get that early grind, you dig? But hold on, yeah, I'm driving right now, so I'm about to turn this light off right now. Y'all see what it is. I don't know why it's illegal to drive with your light on, because I'm not gonna turn the light on in the daytime. So like when am I gonna be able to use it? Like if I'm in the driveway, like what's going on? But hey, what weed and porn has done to my life and how much better my life has been afterwards. So, man, I was stuck in bondage from pornography from like 13 to like my 20s, my early 20s. I was stuck in bondage from weed from me at 15 years old to my early 20s, you know. Both of those things were doing haymakers on my life. And the weed was destroying me, because I was smoking weed a whole lot more than I was watching porn, a whole lot more. But I feel like ultimately the porn is what destroyed my confidence. It destroyed the way I viewed myself. It destroyed my testosterone. It has destroyed that oomph that a man should have. You know what I mean? I spent a lot of times, a lot of days, a lot of years in my past felt like I was like a shell of a man, you know? I felt like I never really knew myself. I felt like I was lost. And plus, as a young teenager going through adolescence, you already feel that way anyway. So when you add porn to the mix, which is a substance that you do upon yourself that destroys, as like a limiting factor, it's counterproductive. It's not productive at all. It does zero for you. You know what I mean? The most you probably get out of porn is just like there ain't even no positives in that shit. The most you get out of it is just at least knowing what certain things look like if you just haven't experienced it in real life. But other than that, ain't nobody watching porn for a learning lesson. People watching porn to get their rocks off because it's lust. And for me, my failure to master my lust destroyed my life. I'm so glad I went through that phase. I wouldn't trade it for anything, because now I've seen both sides of life. I've seen three sides of life. I've seen the side of life before I've ever watched porn, before I ever tainted my brain, how innocent I was, how amazing I felt, you know, just being a kid before, when I was 13 and prior to that. I felt the life while watching porn. When I went through the phases of me not feeling nothing about it, I would feel shame, like, you know what I mean, like if like the world found out. But there was a time where like I just would beat meat after I would finish. I wouldn't even feel no type of way. And then fast forward a couple years, I started feeling conviction. I started feeling bad. I started feeling guilt, as if I am being caught. You know what I mean? And then I went through the phase where I would stop. You know what I mean? And then I would keep going. When I would be sexually involved with a woman, I would never do it. You know what I mean? But when I was idle, when I didn't have a woman around, you know, like in my life at the time, like I would be fornicating sinfully, you know, just folding for the devil, you know, and it's not good, you know. Ever since I stopped watching porn, my life has been nothing but amazing. I attract so much. I attract people. I have random people just trying to like joke with me, trying to get to know me when I'm at the gym. At work, I feel like I attract great luck. I feel like my brain capacity is stronger. It's easier for me to formulate design concepts, my art, you know. I have more time. I have way more time. You don't realize how much time you're wasting while you're watching porn until you truly stop. You know what I mean? I truly feel amazing. I have all sorts of women that's attracted to me for reasons that I don't even think they understand why. I've had women literally act crazy towards me, and all I did was respond to text messages. You know what I mean? That's why I don't really text like that, because I genuinely feel like I'm just glowing right now. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you. Like, it's at the point where like, if a girl met me, like within 2 or 3 days, she's like blowing my phone up, like acting as if we're dating, bro. And like, and this doesn't really, I ain't saying like, I mean, I've had like girls within my past, but like when you stop watching porn, when you throw away sin, first of all, the devil gonna throw temptation your way, and it's gonna come in the form of what you love and like. And for me, it's gonna be women. So I would be attracting all types of women that would just be trying to be on their sinful nature, their lustful nature with me automatically. And that is not good. You know what I mean? Now you throw the weed into the mix, I just wasn't in the right state of mind. I just wasn't who I really needed to be, you know? The weed is just it was just a catalyst for me to just do further sin, for me to follow my gluttony. I really felt like a shell of a man because I wasn't living in reality. When you're high all the time, you're not living in the real world. People be like, weed makes you feel better. I had someone in one of my comments saying how much better basically the world is like when you're high, you know? When you look at it like that, when you're high and you're constantly smoking, you're 100% going to feel that way, or you're going to feel like whatever you like to do while you're high is just amplified or better. That's a stigma. But in reality, you're not in a natural state of world. You're in a fake world. You're in an illusion. You're damn near hallucinating. You know what I mean? You're not really seeing nothing that you don't normally see in the physical realm, but your experience is heightened than where it's supposed to be. That's what you feel like, you know what I mean? But when you go through, that's not real. But when you go through growing pains and when you start feeling conviction about why you shouldn't do it, weed doesn't even feel the same. It only feels like it's holding you back. And deep down in your soul, you know it's holding you back. It was holding me back. There are times where like I'll be smoking, I'll be like, man, I can't wait to go home and create some art. Boy, I'll go home and beat meat. Like, cause the weed, it just nullified all my defense. Before I would, you know what I mean? Before I'd be high for real, I wouldn't even be thinking about no porn. I wouldn't even be thinking about no lust. But when I'm high, especially at night, it's like I have no discipline. My discipline goes out the window. Them intrusive thoughts kick in, and it gets to the point where like you're literally battling yourself. There was a night where I was high, and I was literally, my finger was hovering over like the keyboard, trying my best not to type in porn. I literally had to grab my arm and like throw it as if it was gonna come off my body type shit. Like, as if I was gonna rip my arm off on some zombie shit. Like, bro, I was losing my fucking mind. And I did good. I beat the temptation. Boy, I took a shower. As soon as I got out, I beat the hell out of my... Like, it's like, bro, I had no control, bro. And for me personally, I ain't gonna sit there and be like, everybody gonna be affected the same. But for me personally, the weed was the reason why I was truly watching porn. Because when I was sober-minded, I was at my strongest. You know what I mean? And for me, my addiction was weed. Everybody has their addictions. Another word for addiction is this sin. The sin that you love. That's an addiction. You know what I mean? People say you can't be addicted to weed. Bullshit. Everybody say you can't be addicted to weed are the people who smoking weed all the time. You know what I mean? People who are truly sober-minded, they'll more than likely tell you, yeah, bro, that weed ain't it, bro. You know what I mean? It's not it. And if you come across the video, you gotta stop. You gotta stop watching porn. You gotta stop masturbating. And don't try to masturbate with no porn, trying to self-relieve without taking it. No, because you're still doing a demonic act with yourself. If you're a man, see, men and women do have different guidelines. Porn, I've never been a woman, but I know that porn affects these women too. Oh, yeah. I know it destroys their psyche. I know it ruins the way they view sex. I know them dildos, it's going to ruin the satisfaction you get from a real dick. Because them dildos becoming huge, bro. Like, a girl getting used to that shit, as a man, you ain't finna you ain't finna replace that. Nah. Boy, you ain't finna replace that. But... and that's how you know it's a spirit. It's demonic, bro. As a man, you touching your dick until you bust, nigga, you get like, bro, you might as well be day. You know what I'm talking about. You might as well. You touching your dick. I asked my boy, I said, bro, you ever touched a dick? He said, hell nah, bro, that's G-A-Y. And I said, you beat your meat before, have you? He said, yeah, but I don't count because it's mine. I said, when you hear that, you really sound like a fucking freak. And I was right there. I was a freak, bruh. You beating on me, you a freak. You a heathen. You need to stop. That ain't masculine. You ain't gonna get no bitches. Women do not like men who beat their meat. When we was younger, women would understand because we young and they were like, oh, all men beat their meat. Some women still would give her nigga a pass for him beating his meat. But I guarantee you, a nigga who got his shit together, who don't beat his meat, is way more desirable and valuable than the man who beat his meat. When a girl catch her man beat his meat, she'll never look at that nigga the same. If she a type that's going, well, we can join in. That's a freaky motherfucker. And both y'all living in sin. Both y'all living in idolatry. Both y'all living in lasciviousness. Google these Bible terms. Both of y'all living in wickedness. Both of y'all gonna burn in hell if y'all don't repent. It's just the truth. It's just the truth. You can't live like that. You come across the video, you gotta stop. Stop beating your meat, bro. I'm talking to the men especially. Stop masturbating. Stop watching porn. It's only going to kill you. Eyes, this is the kicker. I'm ending off this. Eyes are the gateway to the soul. Whatever you see, your soul is going to interpret. And it's either going to be an angelic spirit or it's going to be demonic. Porn. People are having sex for money. If they was not getting paid, they would not be doing that online. Therefore, they're only having sex for money. They sold their souls for money, and you're watching it. You're watching people sell their soul for money, and you think your soul ain't getting tampered with? You're selling your soul by watching people sell their souls. If you're watching people sell if you're watching people sell your soul, if you're watching people sell their soul to the point where you're starting to feel something and you ejaculate, you nut, the most powerful energy in human creation, which is human creation, you're selling your soul, but you don't realize it. You have to look at it through these lenses to stop. That's how I stop. You have to literally hate wickedness and hate sin for you to stop. If you don't hate the way you feel when you sin, you will never stop. You have to cut it out. To the men who come across the video, stop smoking weed. It's not doing nothing for you. You're wasting your time, you're destroying your lungs, and you're wasting your brain cells. And stop watching porn and stop masturbating. If you do those three, you will become a new version of yourself the world has never seen before. You will surprise your damn self. And you will thank this video. I don't need no praise. Matter of fact, I take thanking this video. You'll be glad that God brought you this video. If you came across this video and you still watching it, it was for a reason. If you still watching this video, you already felt conviction before you even clicked on this video. You're in the right place. You need to stop. Cold turkey. Pray to God that God remove the taste for weed out of your mouth. Pray to God that God remove the taste, the desire for porn and masturbating out of your mouth. And you may do it again tonight. You may do it again tomorrow. But watch, if you keep doing that prayer, even in your heart, if you still want to do it, don't feel like a hypocrite. Give God your anxiety anyway. You will be delivered and you will be free. You will be free. There was nights where I had weed in my car for the next day. I'll be high that night, and I'll be on both knees against my bed praying to God that I get the taste for weed out of my mouth. Knowing I felt like a hypocrite, but I still gave it to God. Because I knew at the end of the day, God wants me to make this prayer. God wants me to be delivered. I'm just being weak right now. And I'm being evil by plotting for sin in the future. And as time progressed, I literally did not want to smoke. I literally did not want to smoke. I will make a video upon mention the last day I smoked in a testimony and why I cried that night. I will make that video coming soon. It might be tomorrow, it might be the next day. I'm flowing and I'm growing. And I want you all to grow too. And I want you all to show the world a version that the world has never seen before. Surprise yourself, surprise your family, surprise who you see in the mirror, and honor God. Prove to God that you love God. Stop masturbating. Stop touching yourself. Stop watching porn. Stop smoking weed. Stop eating edibles. Stop. Control the music you listen to. Stop your sin. Hate your sin so you can grow. It's the truth. If you came across this video, God bless you. Just Stand TV. I'm out. I'm gonna go on Walmart. Boy, I got that shit on, bro. I got that shit on. Come on, athletic, bro. I'm calm though. Man. Come across this video, God bless you. Just Stand TV, you heard?